Next up, we got 7 days stranded at sea. MR.Beast, let's see who wins this one. Finally back to the old challenges with just the gang. Let's see who survives stranded at sea the longest.
We are now stranded on a raft in the middle of the ocean. And there goes our boat. We are now stranded.
Or is it not a challenge and they're just gonna, or is it not a challenge and they're just gonna be stranded in the middle of the ocean for 7 days just for fun? You know what? The more I think about it, that might be what they're doing. That might be what they're doing.
For 7 days.
How much longer?
7 days.
Frick.
This raft is literally countless miles from the nearest civilization. And whether we like it or not, my 4 friends and I are stuck on this raft. And it's not gonna be easy.
This is brutal.
We're all at rock bottom
Tsunami.
now. This challenge went from fun to a literal nightmare very fast. Bro, look how far away the boat is.
Does it ever rain out on the ocean and like people don't know? Like nobody ever knows because it's on the ocean and it just stops before it get past the ocean? Does that ever happen, or does it always make it to land and people always know where it's raining in the ocean? That's a good question because they should have checked the weather.
I can't even see it anymore.
Checked the
So
weather.
step one,
If
we're
you
gonna get
can, they
sunburned
should have
if we don't
checked the
get
weather.
shade.
And I had survival specialists equip this raft with tons of wood, rope, and everything else we would need to build ourselves a shelter. Boys, we need to get started. We are running out of light.
I got this side. Ah, my finger. Now we set these up like a teepee.
we picked the worst day to start. As you can tell by the clouds, it's literally about to storm. So, first thing we want to do is set up some structure to cover us. Also, since we're on this slab of wood for the next 7 days, we need a place to hide from the sun so we don't get sunburnt. So, 2 birds, 1 stone.
Speaking of birds, while we were building, this happened.
Bro, the bird! It's coming right at us! Oh my god.
Yo, oh my God, it's a bird.
Yo.
I wonder how they made sure that it wasn't going to capsize and that it wouldn't flip and they would be stranded in the middle of the ocean. I really wonder how they made sure that wouldn't happen. It's just a plank. I feel like it's likely.
We should name him.
What's his name?
Brian.
Brian.
Brian!
Brian. What if you went and caught some fish? I know. He's looking at me. He understands.
Jimmy, just say the word.
Put the knife away.
Okay, I'll put the knife away.
And the hatchet. Brian, that was a joke.
Forget the bird. We gotta build a shelter.
And while Brian watched, we worked on our first shelter for the rest of the day. Except for my friend Tariq, who spent the entire day getting cool drone shots. And I'm not
That
even
is
mad
pretty
about
cool.
it.
That is pretty cool. You can't hate.
Inside this
You can't
space, the
hate.
food
That's
for
pretty
all
cool.
5 of us for the next 7 days.
Oh my gosh.
And in these 2 barrels is
That's
our
more than
entire
enough for 7
water
days.
supply for all 5 of us.
How does it taste?
Did y'all see that dude that drifted out into the middle of the ocean on a sailboat? Did y'all see that? That was crazy. And him and his dog were just living off eating raw fish for like 3 months or something like that, dude. That was nuts. That I couldn't imagine that. I couldn't imagine. And just thinking that, just wondering if he'll ever get found. But I mean, he had fishing supplies, so he had food. But he would have died of like a disease eventually or something from just eating raw fish.
Very hot.
And he was drinking seawater
There
too.
was dirt in my cup.
It's getting dark, and that crate has the word sleep on it. Hopefully the survival guides gave us something soft. Why are they wet? Things do get wet on a boat.
Yeah.
I'm ready for bed. I want to go to sleep.
All right, this is night 1, and Brian is just yawning.
This is
He's
miserable.
posted.
This is all the coverage we have.
I didn't realize what I was signing up for. It's hot. This thing will not stop swaying, and I feel like I'm gonna puke. And I'm surrounded by a bunch of sweaty people.
Hey, sweaty man.
If you guys smell this bad on day 1, what are you gonna smell like on day 7?
Oh God. I don't even want to know. Might have
Our
to
first
take
night
an
of sleep
ocean bath.
was really rough. Sleeping is impossible. These waves are just making me miserable. And to make matters worse, our best friend Brian ended up leaving us that morning.
Brian!
Brian!
No.
But regardless, today's objective is to build ourselves a permanent weatherproof shelter.
How do we turn that?
He was like, "Thanks for the little shack up for the night, boys. I'll be seeing you."
Livable structure.
There's definitely something here.
Luckily, I had them throw a bunch of wood on the raft so we could build a nice house. How we built the house, I'm not quite sure, but they said this is enough to build a house.
But ironically, right as we got started,
No, it's raining! They're throwing!
Jimmy, get my shark pillow!
This is miserable. This is bad.
What are they protecting?
You're not doing the right thing, Nolan. Listen
bed
with
stuff?
your ear. Why do you yell so much? Because you don't want to hit Nolan.
It's just rain.
Shut up. At least you don't have to shower. Yeah. This is so bad. And we still have over 6 days left.
Where do we go poop? Oh, we have to build the pooper.
What?
We have to build everything that's here. We have to build the toilet, build our shelter, the fire, everything.
The moment the rain finished, the boys and I needed to build all of our survival essentials, starting with the shelter.
We're tearing this down in the name of something better.
Five-minute break for Chris.
Oh wow, they're really
I also
building like
need
a
a break.
house
I'm seasick.
right now.
I'm out of it.
You gotta pick this up. I can't pick it up.
I've never been seasick, but I've also never been on the water on the ocean. I've been on a ferry, but I don't think I've ever been. Wait, no, I've been on a ferry across the ocean. But I've never been on like the ocean for like an extended period.
I feel
of
like
time.
you're doing all the work, but we got 2 other goofs just laying down.
I'm miserable.
We built one wall.
Yeah, we built one wall. All together.
All of
Tuh.
us.
Regardless of being seasick, it was gonna take all of us if we wanted to finish this.
Now you guys bring it forward. There we go.
Let's go.
How many YouTubers does it take to build a little structure?
What?
Probably more than they have, to be honest.
I think that's a whale. That's insane. Sick. Oh my god. That is unreal. There are actually whales. This
Whale
experience just keeps
capsizes
getting
the
better. Shelter,
plank.
water, not being near Nolan.
Ty.
I'm never gonna take that for granted again.
Probably would have been really useful to build the ladder first. Got a ladder now. I literally just built this 4 minutes ago.
After hours of building, we were finally getting somewhere.
I severely regret making this a 7-day challenge instead of a 50-hour challenge like all our other videos. We keep rocking back and forth. It's freaking
They're all just gonna be
miserable.
seasick at
And
the
finally,
end.
just as the sun was going down,
Camp is
Rain.
now organized.
No rain? No
My
more
bed
rain?
is still broken, but I'm gonna get some sleep tonight because I'm that tired.
I'm gonna head to bed. I wake you up. Just go back to bed. I'm just walking. I accidentally woke Laser up. I feel bad now.
This might be the most tired I've ever been in my entire life.
It's now day 3, and somehow our building didn't fall over. I'll take that as a dub.
Noises that this
W.
structure made while I was sleeping last night filled me with nightmares.
it's day 3 and we've really started to get into a rhythm. Our morning routine consisted of peeing in the corner,
Bro, who vlogs in the pee corner?
I'm not moving.
eating our breakfast,
Surviving
Still
on
did it.
vegetables. What's all you need?
and drinking hot barrel water.
So dehydrated.
I need this.
We're about 36 hours in.
Yuck.
We're almost halfway through a barrel of water.
Is that slow or fast? We're gonna run out on day 6.
Running low on water and food gave me an idea.
I'm kind of curious
No?
to see what's under the boat.
I'll run out of one barrel.
fish below us.
So we decided to try to catch some dinner, but we weren't very good at it.
Why does this take so long? I just want something to put in my stomach. Brian!
Ryan, help us catch fish.
Hey, Brian's back.
Turns out fishing is a lot harder than YouTube. After hours, we caught absolutely nothing. Why can't we catch anything?
They're in the middle of the ocean and can't catch a fish, bro. I mean, I guess it happens to the best of us, but what?
Oh, I give up.
We were tired,
Some
dehydrated,
days,
and hungry,
but-
which forced us to dig into our rations.
Let's have ourselves a feast. Yeah! We call it a feast. A bowl. Come on.
In our supplies, we had wood to build a fire and pans to cook with.
You take big stick and make really little sticks. And then make medium sticks. Then use the big sticks at the end. Look at them beans, baby.
I'm so excited. This looks awesome. This is a really bad. Can you tell
They
we've
caught
been at
some
sea for 3
beans?
days?
Literally.
When have I ever been this excited over canned chili?
Hey, I put some love into this one. It's not just canned chili anymore. It's got tomatoes, kidney beans.
You don't have to keep talking. I'm already drooling.
This was our first hot meal in days, but it was also a good chunk of our rations, so we made sure to enjoy it.
Was Chandler smart enough to not come? Was he the only one smart enough to not go, bruh?
I'm feeling a lot better. I think the first
They're
2
all
days
dumb
were
for
definitely
doing
the most
this.
miserable. I think we're slowly like losing our minds and it's actually becoming bearable. I still haven't gone to the bathroom. That's my biggest concern now.
What?
I'm struggling to sleep. This raft is just rocking like crazy. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of miserable.
Yeah,
tomorrow's better.
it's only day 3.
None of
Day
us
4
managed
now.
to get any sleep.
We lost the back of our fort last night. The house needs some repairs.
Tensions are pretty high on the raft this morning. Nolan's a little upset. He broke his bed.
Oh my God!
Nolan is struggling. He's just in his feels right now.
It'll be okay.
You probably would have quit the channel if I did that.
This is easily the worst. Oh, there's thunder. I swear if it starts raining.
It's about to rain. If you hear thunder in the
And
middle
to
of the
make
ocean,
matters
it's about
worse,
to
we
rain.
accidentally dropped our ladle in the drinking water. And since we haven't showered in 4 days, grabbing it technically contaminated the drinking water.
I'm never drinking out of that again.
Fast forward to when we run out of water.
Because of the contamination, a third of our water was no longer safe to drink. For whatever reason, the more I suffer, the more you guys watch. Some of our most popular videos are when I buried myself alive, spent time in solitary confinement, so I hope you're happy. I'm suffering again. It's not easy surviving on a raft, but after 4 long days,
Laser's finally pooping.
you play a celebratory song.
They have a poop tent?
Laser beam is
pooping.
See how all those clouds over there are dark?
Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna pour down on us tonight.
Yep,
Tonight's
they
gonna suck.
are.
We didn't know it yet, but the biggest storm of the entire challenge was heading right towards us. And when we saw it,
I thought he was about to say the whole entire year was coming, but no, it's not that crazy. It's not that crazy. It's not that crazy, okay?
approaching, we tried to prepare as much as possible.
Can't wait for another storm just to destroy all this again.
Tariq is fixing his side of the fort, and Chris is fixing the roof.
And I'm now the cameraman for some reason.
There's a storm of ruin!
And while they're preparing the shelter for the storm, I'm going to tell you guys about Shopify, because it might literally storm until the end of the challenge.
This is gonna
Really?
be a bit rocky.
Shopify is a platform that makes it easy for anyone to start a business. They
Wow.
literally support millions of small businesses all around the
From
world.
selling wood to nails to crates to crock, they support businesses that sell it on Shopify.
Soon gonna have absolutely 0 tops covering this structure. I am worried about it.
100% of what I sell online, from merch to Feastables, I do with Shopify. It's actually getting pretty rocky out here.
Bro, the wind is getting crazy.
We're out of nails.
It's really hard to work around the wind, guys.
I wonder how much Shopify and Honey actually be paying MR.Beast for his videos. Because he makes the claim that his videos get more views than the Super Bowl. And that's a strong claim. So you know how much it costs for advertisers to advertise on the Super Bowl. I really wonder how much he's paying.
Yelling and do things!
I mean, he
Shopify
be getting
even
paid.
has a new AI tool called Sidekick, making running your entire business easier.
Just like surviving on this raft can be hard, so can entrepreneurship. And that's why they do everything in their power to make it as easy as possible for you.
This is my worst nightmare.
So miserable. Go to shopify.com/MrBeast to give it a try right now. Thank you, Shopify. Let's go prep for the storm. I'm soaking wet. Maybe you can start helping us, Jimmy. I was paying for the raft.
The storm was really starting to pick up, but that night it got so much worse.
This really puts the helter in shelter, eh?
What?
Oh no!
That didn't even make
Are
sense.
you kidding me? It's leaking!
Oh no!
This shelter is the opposite of waterproof.
This is brutal. What do we do? We have 3 more nights in this. Next 3
Nolan.
days, by the way.
There's water everywhere. It's useless. This does nothing.
This is the most insane.
Are those like really thick tarps or are those cloth tarps? I'm very confused because they look kind of cloth.
Not yet. We got struggling right now.
Is this safe anymore? We would have just filmed this in a studio.
But no, we have to be the real channel that doesn't fake things.
Oh, look at the dog.
We're getting just destroyed. Oh, I'm getting hit.
There's a hole that is completely opened up over my bed.
I can't do this. I can't do this. You can end this video, Jimmy.
Jimmy, please.
I tried to talk all you guys out of it. You all said yes.
This is the worst experience.
I've ever had in my entire life.
I hate every part of this. Bro, I was just miserable.
Like they're only 4 days in. This really makes me wonder how that dude on the boat felt, man. I really wonder how that dude I wonder what was going through his mind. You know, especially just on like day 4, like, no one's came yet. And he was actually stranded. They know someone's coming.
Well, right now.
The storm was reaching a new peak with every passing hour. We were desperate, so we tried using our beds as literal walls to protect us from the rain.
We're all at rock bottom now. Been raining for a few hours. Stuff's freezing cold. We don't have beds.
You were just
I'm
complaining
good
about being hot. Go get a
I don't know if
shower.
we're gonna make it this full 7 days at this point.
It rained nonstop for around 20 hours straight. And after standing the whole night, completely soaked and exhausted, we had to push ourselves to dry off our supplies and rebuild camp.
Our raft is just in shambles. Look at our beds. We're drying them off. This is harder than Antarctica. This is harder than a desert video.
Really?
I'm just ready to be home.
And I hate this raft. I never want to see it again.
Our entire fire pit
They
is
still got
completely
2 days
drenched. We
left.
couldn't start a fire if we
They still
wanted
got
to.
2 days
Tonight.
left.
No dinner.
And to make matters worse, all of our food was completely soaked, meaning only a portion of it was still safe to eat.
We had stability, we had food, we had dry beds,
Wasn't it a bunch of wasn't it packaged food? How did it get wet?
and we took it for granted.
We cannot take another night like that. We need to waterproof the shelter. We just ripped that off, tied it here, and then we'll leave the airflow to the side.
Yeah, this is.
I mean, last night we were shivering cold and went to die. So would you rather be warm and dry or cold and wet? Put a zip tie here, Nolan, tie a rope to that, zip tie there. We can use that to push this up so we get even more room.
I'm thinking, why don't I make a really big clothesline and hang up all our wet stuff? Maybe we'll have dry towels by tomorrow.
I want to die. I'm sunburnt, tired, dehydrated, and I say tired.
After fixing camp, we were so exhausted that we spent most of the day sleeping. But at least when we woke up, we were reunited with a familiar friend.
Brian.
He's like, oh, that's some food for I brought my gang with me. I brought my gang with me. I told him y'all had snacks.
After being stuck on a raft for 5 days with these guys,
This really is a nightmare.
I'll admit it, I miss Brian.
Brian, moved on.
You may not have given up on Brian, but Brian gave up on you.
Brian's given up on us. We have 2 days left,
We're running out of food, our water's contaminated.
and we're all borderline dying.
I'm going crazy.
These last 2 days will be interesting.
They should have dumped the water and collected the rainwater.
What could go wrong now?
I can literally see 500 fish down there. That is
Catch
crazy.
a fish.
Oh my gosh, this poop bucket
Jake Paul
stinks.
fight
I
starting.
almost had a mental break last night. I was shivering,
How close to
wet
starting?
the entire time.
How close
could
to
not
starting
sleep.
are we
It was
talking?
one of the worst nights of my life.
Last night, shivering
How close to starting are we talking?
in the torrential rain in the middle of the deep, dark ocean. You know, we got through it. Now the end of this challenge should not come soon enough.
Making the challenge 7 days was a horrible decision. This is so much harder.
Have they? Yeah, no. This is the first one he said that they. I guess when you say it, it sounds like it won't be that bad. But being in the middle of the ocean for 7 days, not on a boat, even on a boat, would not be fun.
The
It's
new
not fun.
reinforced waterproof fortress actually worked. Lennon said it rained last night, did it?
Yeah, at 4 a.m. sprinkled a little
Hey,
bit.
here's the beauty. I didn't even know.
That was the best sleep I've ever gotten.
I actually got a full night's sleep last night.
I can barely even open my eyeballs.
I would say this is the hardest challenge we've ever done. Adding the extra 5 days on the end of a 50-hour challenge definitely makes it harder. The fact that we're just drifting at sea on this hunk of wood, that's pretty impressive. And while it seemed like the rain was over, we found ourselves encountering a new obstacle. We've gone from shivering cold like 2 nights ago to it being scorching hot, unbelievably hot.
I'm about to jump in the water because I'm getting too hot.
We're gonna go swimming.
I hope Nolan can swim.
And while they cooled off in their own way, we got creative with
Sure.
ours.
Yeah,
I can't, bro. I couldn't do it. I could not do it. I couldn't do it, bro. I'm too scared. I'm too scared. Chris, man. I'm too fucking scared, bro. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do it. I couldn't rip Chris. Bro, jump into the ocean with just a little raft, bro. I'm too scared of sharks, bro. I'm too scared of sharks. I can't.
I feel amazing.
A jellyfish hit me!
No.
True, Gambler. True.
I knew it was a great idea not to go swimming.
Are you okay?
Oh, my leg.
I found the sweet spot. Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, I got a little welts and some red lines.
For the majority of the day, it was so hot. We literally couldn't walk on the deck.
Yeah, I'm
And
hot.
I don't want to be alive because
Yeah,
I'm hot.
it's very hot.
But as the sun went down, we were optimistic about reaching the finish line.
We have less than
One
24
more
hours
day.
left in the challenge.
This has
One more
genuinely
day.
been the hardest challenge video I've ever been a part of.
Honestly, this whole experience has made me appreciate all the things we take for granted in life, like your shower, your food,
I miss food.
a working toilet. I never want to poo in a bucket again.
Huh.
I say we celebrate making it this far with the Feastable Bar.
Yes.
Available in every Walmart, Target, 7-Eleven, Albertsons, and America. From 2023, if you're still buying Hershey's, it's kind of lame.
Hershey's for the boomers.
Oh,
Jimmy.
why is my chair
What is
just broke?
happening? Jimmy, I'm starting to think you ate all the food.
Yeah, I guess I'll just continue
He
the
was
time
sneaking
lapse of the broken
vegetables.
chair, I guess.
Jimmy was snaking vegetables.
This is our final night sleeping together, everybody.
Probably not.
So glad to sleep
I doubt
alone.
it.
I'm gonna
They'll
miss
do
sleeping
another
by your
challenge
side.
again.
100%. I would not rather sleep next to any other man.
And with that, I'm going to bed.
7 days.
After an amazing night's sleep, we were visited by a familiar face.
Brian
He brought the
his
whole
family
gang with
to
him.
say goodbye to us on the
Yeah,
last
that's who
day.
swooped by last time.
Thank you, Brian. That meant a lot.
It's almost like we were
They had a
family
little
to Brian.
circle last
We
time.
were.
He kept us safe during the night we had the least shelter.
Maybe he's just a pea-brain bird.
Nah,
Shut up.
he's an
Dylan,
intelligent.
off the rack.
He's an
I
intelligent
wish.
life form.
That was emotional.
Everything's gone full circle. We had so many crazy memories in this raft.
Yep, and I think my best memory is going to be leaving.
Same.
We spent over 150 hours on this floating piece of wood. And even though it was easily the hardest thing I've ever done, the boys and I still had some good times.
Where's this boat?
Where's the boat?
The boat!
Then finally, the end was literally in sight.
The boat is coming! Alert the ship of our location.
Signaling the boat!
I want to shoot a flare gun. I want to see what it feels like. I want to shoot a fuck. I want to shoot a flare gun.
Why is it moving so abnormally slow?
Oh!
Oh my god!
I'm getting off this route.
The first 10,000 people to go to the shop app will get a free box of Feastables. Click the link.
Bruh, I thought they were gonna quit. I honestly thought they might have quit when it started raining. When it started raining, I really thought they might quit. But I guess not. I guess not. Me? I'll pass on this one. I'll pass. That's like Chandler. That's why Chandler wasn't there. He asked Chandler if he wanted to come. Chandler said no. That sounds horrible. Guarantee that's how the conversation went. And then he said, oh, okay. And then now, living in regret. But I guess they made it. I guess they have a story to tell now. And a video. Let me know what y'all think about it.